Hello friends, this video on electrostatic potential part 14 is brought to you by examfear.com. No more fear from exam. Please make sure that you have watched all the videos till part 13 before going ahead with part 14. Look at the third problem. It says 4-point charges plus 1 microcoulomb plus 1 microcoulomb minus 1 and minus 1 microcoulomb are placed at the corners A, B, C, D of a square of each side 0.1 meters. So we have to calculate the electric potential at the center. So let us first draw the figure to make things simple. Let us suppose this is a square. So you have 4-point charges located at A, B, C and D. So what are the magnitude of the charges? Plus 1 microcoulomb, plus 1 microcoulomb, minus 1 and minus 1 microcoulomb. And each side of the square is given as 0.1 meters. Okay, so in the first part of the problem, we have to calculate the electric potential at the center. Let us say the center is O. So the approach to this problem would be similar to the previous problem on hexagon. So here also we'll proceed in a similar manner. So let us look at the first part first. So here we will calculate the net potential. So here we will calculate the net potential at O. So the net potential will be equal to potential at O due to A plus potential at O due to B plus potential at O due to C plus potential at O due to D. So what would be the potential at O due to A? That will be equal to K into the charge, that is Q, which is plus 1 microcoulomb, divided by the distance. The distance is OA. Right? Now similarly, when we talk of potential at O due to B, this will be equal to KQ divided by OB. Potential at O due to C will be equal to K into Q divided by OC. And potential at O due to D will be equal to KQ divided by OD. Right? So just make it as negative because the charge there is negative. The magnitude of charge is same at all the places A, B, C, D. Right? So this is how we can write it. Now what about OA, OB, OC and OD? So what is the value of OA? Now OA, if you look at this square, OA is half of AC. And what is AC? AC is nothing but the diagonal of the square. So that is half into diagonal of a square. Now from your mathematics, you must be knowing that the diagonal of a square is given by root 2 into each side. So the value of OA is A by root 2. And also OA, OB, OC, OD, they are all equal, right? That is very evident from the figure. So they are all equal to A by root 2, where A is equal to 0.1 meters. Now if you put this value, you can calculate Now putting this value, you can calculate the net value of potential. So that comes out to be K into Q, that is 1 into 10 to the power minus 6 divided by OA. OA is equal to A by root 2. So this is A by root 2 plus K into Q, that is 1 into 10 to the power minus 6 divided by A by root 2 minus K into Q is again 1 into 10 to the power minus 6 divided by A by root 2 minus K into Q divided by A by root 2. Now if you look at these terms, you can see that each of them cancels the other. Therefore the net potential comes out to be 0. Right? So the net potential at the center of the square is 0. So this solves the first part of the question. Now let us concentrate at the second part. It says if E is the middle point of BC. So let us solve this in the next slide. So for this we will have to draw the diagram again. Let us suppose this is my square ABCD. The question says that E is the middle point of BC. Then what is the work done in carrying an electron from O to E? So this is E and this was O. So what is the work done to carry an electron from O to E? So work done in carrying a charged particle from O to E will be equal to the potential difference between O and E. Right? According to the definition of potential difference, we know that work done to carry the charged particle from O to E will be equal to the potential difference between E and O. That means this will be equal to, now since here we are talking in terms of electron, so the charged particle is not Q but it is electron E. So E into potential at E minus E into potential at O. You understood why we multiplied it by E? Because we know that work done per unit charge is equal to potential. Right? We know this. So we can write work done is equal to the magnitude of the charge into potential. So that is what we did here. So work done will be equal to the magnitude of the charge. Here the charge is electron. So electronic charge multiplied by the potential at E minus the potential at O, because work done is always equal to the potential difference. Correct? So this. Now in the previous part we saw that the potential in the first half we found that the potential, the net potential at O is equal to 0. Right? That is what we found in the previous part of the question. Therefore, the work done from O to E will be equal to E. So this will become equal to E into VE. Right? Because this term becomes 0. So now our motive is to calculate the net potential at point E. So we have to calculate the value of VE. So how do we calculate VE? VE will again be equal to potential at E due to A plus potential at E due to B plus potential at E due to C plus potential at E due to D. So now let us join A with E. So let us calculate the potential at E due to A. That will be equal to K into Q divided by AE. Now what is the value of AE? Now if you look at the square, this length is A and this length is A by 2. Right? So using Pythagoras theorem, we can find out AE. So using Pythagoras theorem, we can say that now what is AE? In triangle A So in triangle AEB, we can say that AE, that is the hypotenuse, is equal to root over AB square plus BE square. Right? So this will be equal to root over A square plus A by 2 whole square, that is A square by 4. So this comes out to be root over 5 into A divided by 2. So this is the value of AE. Therefore, potential at E due to A becomes equal to KQ divided by A root 5 by 2. Right? Now let us calculate the potential at E due to B. So potential at E due to B will be equal to KQ divided by A by 2 because the distance is BE. Similarly, let us calculate the potential at E due to C. That will also be minus KQ divided by A by 2 because the distance EC is again A by 2 and here you have a negative charge. So I have put minus. Similarly, the potential at E due to D. D is this point, so the distance between these 2 points will be equal to AE. So here also it will become minus K into Q divided by A root 5 by 2. So now if you add these 4 terms, so what do you get? The net potential at E is equal to KQ divided by A root 5 by 2 plus KQ divided by A by 2 minus KQ divided by A by 2 minus KQ divided by A root 5 by 2, right? So this last term and first term cancel, second term and third term cancel. So you get the net potential at point E is also equal to 0. Therefore, what will be work done? So in work done, if you see, this potential also becomes 0. Therefore, the net work done to take the charge from point O to point E is equal to 0. Clear? So I hope by now, by solving these 2-3 problems, it must be clear to you that how do we approach to calculate electric potential at different points. So since electric potential is a scalar quantity, therefore it is all the more simple to calculate electric potential even if you have multiple charges here and there. So now that we have covered, thank you. Please visit examfear.com to watch free educational videos, try free online tests, get the best quality study materials, study from the best tutors and mentors, and much more. Thank you once again.